We are just hours away from this year's first presidential debate in Atlanta. And while President Biden and former President Donald Trump have done this before, back in 2020, as you all know, so much has changed since then. And right now, the race could not be tighter. For more on tonight's big debate, let's bring in House Majority Whip and Republican Representative for Minnesota's 6th District, Tom Emmer, joining us from our D.C. Bureau. Great to have you with us. You know, former President Trump has repeatedly attacked President Biden's mental acuity ahead of tonight's debate. In your view, is that the right move, or does that just make it more difficult for the former president to effectively win among the undecided?
Errol, thank you for having me today. I will tell you, I'm looking forward, like the rest of Americans tonight, to watch President Trump take the debate stage and President Biden. And I'll watch President Trump as he defends his record of success, an amazing economy, border security, and an administration that was respected around the globe. And we'll be watching as President Biden has to defend his record of failure. Double-digit inflation, open borders with an invasion coming across our southern border, and the world is on fire, all because of the lack of leadership in the White House. I think it's going to be a great debate tonight.
I want to get your opinion on this fresh Supreme Court decision to temporarily allow emergency abortions in Idaho. You know, some characterize this as effectively abortion is on the ballot for the November election. Do you agree with that assessment? And if so or if not, how should Trump tackle that topic?
I'm not here to judge what other people say, but I'll tell you, the President Trump has been very clear about his position. The Supreme Court has decided this issue. This is a state issue. You should be talking to your state legislatures. He doesn't intend to do anything with it, and I support him in that.
The debate tonight will be unlike anything any of us have seen. It's just these two candidates. They're limited by time. Their mics will be cut when they're not speaking to avoid that overlap and the tussle that I think some viewers actually enjoy. In your view, is this format helpful to Trump's performance style, or might it limit his ability to land remarks?
I actually still can't figure out why the Biden people would agree to these rules. Everybody wants to talk about Donald Trump, but he thrives on the debate stage. No matter what the rules are, again, he's going to be up there selling his success. And you've got Joe Biden, who wants to be explaining to the American people, which I expect him to do, don't believe your lying eyes. Believe me, we've done a lot of good for you. And I think limiting it doesn't give him even an opportunity to sell that.
That's interesting. Now, I want to get your take on some fresh CBS News polling. It shows that 67% of voters believe or say their views actually won't change after tonight's debate. So how important, then, is it for both campaigns to effectively get a win? And I'm guessing, in your view, what would a win look like for Donald Trump?
I think Donald Trump has already won. I mean, I don't think that's the issue. I think it's pretty clear that everybody on the other side of this debate is hoping that Joe Biden can somehow resurrect himself as a viable candidate. I just don't see that happening. Again, President Trump has all kinds of success to sell, and he's got a vision for the future that is more success for the American people, more security for the American people, more peace around the globe. And Joe Biden's got nothing to sell but the failures that he's been overseeing for the last 3+ years now.
And, Congressman, I'd mentioned this at the top. I didn't hear your answer, but we are going to witness two presidential candidates debating who are the oldest in history. Is the topic of age fair game tonight?
I'm sure it is. I mean, we got one candidate who literally has been locked up at Camp David all week trying to prepare for this debate, while we have another candidate that's been traveling the country, doing rallies. It's pretty clear that it's Donald Trump's energy versus Joe Biden's lethargy. So I think tonight will be the contrast that everybody already sees and already expects.
All right, Congressman Tom Emmer, always a pleasure to have you on CBS News 24/7. This is an open invite to come on back anytime.
Thank you, Errol.
And a very quick programming note, you can stream the first presidential debate right here, right what you're watching right now on CBS News 24/7. Coverage begins at 5 p.m. Eastern on America Decides, and the debate hosted by CNN begins at 9 p.m. Eastern.